Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James here in the studio.
Hello.
And I was just looking on TMZ, and an 11-year-old just shot two 13-year-olds after a bad practice.
Damn.
It didn't say what sport it was. I don't know if it was soccer, football, but needless to say, it was in Florida, which sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck pisses an 11-year-old off so bad at practice that he goes out to his mom's car, retrieves her gun, puts out a single shot and shoots two people?
I mean, there's a tragic part to that, and then there's a damn what a good shot part to that.
And I'm like, damn, was y'all gambling? Did
Were they
one of them
standing
not do
perfectly
the
behind
right
each other?
thing and practice, and you gonna lose money? Are you related to the fucking Gallaghers? Because this sounds like some
That's some
shameless shit right there. I'm just like, what happened to just, I don't like that person, or let me go fight that. I mean, I love a good kid fight. That is the funniest shit in the world. Have you ever seen kids just start fighting?
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's pretty funny right there, but I'm just like,
I don't want to see kids shootouts.
oh,
though.
no, 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 no. I just want to see them fighting and crying and shit like that, then running off to go tell their moms what happened.
Oh yeah.
But no. And you know what the fucked up part about it is? The mom is going to get in trouble because she had a gun that wasn't in a concealed box.
Well, here's the thing: if an 11-year-old can go and grab your gun, it probably wasn't very secured, which I think is the problem.
But okay, so it was in her car. So we've talked about this before. Someone's breaking into my house. I want to be, or have you be able to get to the gun as quickly as possible. I don't need you fumbling around with a code and you're nervous and you're like 3 to the left, 5 to the right, circle, circle, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's not it. I'm so nervous. I can't, my fingers are fidgeting. And you can't fucking get to the gun.
Right.
Or you try to get to the gun or tell me to go get the gun and you have to do like that hand thing. And then it's like, no, this is not the right hand. You can't get the gun. It's just like, I want someone to be able to go and get the fucking gun and solve the situation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a balance. There's always a balance between security and effectiveness.
Yeah, so it's just like, I'm sure this one poor woman, has a gun in there. I mean, it is Florida.
It's Florida.
You don't know if you got to shoot a homeless person, a fucking alligator, shoot a hurricane. You just don't know what's going on. You need to have access to your gun. And this is just me thinking, I'm sure she didn't tell her kid, hey, this is where I keep my gun. No, the badass motherfucker just was paying attention,
Right.
Oh, let me pay attention to this. I don't know what 2 times 5 is, but I know where my mom keeps her gun kind of situation. It sucks.
Hashtag Florida.
Yeah, I mean, one of the kids, it was one single shot. And he got 2 people. That's kind of impressive. He's been at the gun range. She's been at the gun range.
He's in the wrong sport. He should be in shooting sports.
You're right. One kid got shot in the arm, and the other kid got shot in like the upper chest area.
Oh, so it must have. It probably went through the kid's arm and then into the other kid. Usually, you don't get a full shoot through in the chest.
So my thing is like, that's pretty convenient. Like, you get pissed off at 2 motherfuckers and you go like a single shot and you get both of them? Like, that never happens unless you're like in a John Wick movie or something like that.
That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
That's that Florida living right there. That is that Florida lifestyle right there. So, of course, he's been arrested. He's going to get charged.
Oh, of course.
It's just kind of like.
It's sad for sure.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's sad. Mm-mm. I hope no one gets upset with me for taking a drink, but my throat's dry. You got me sitting underneath the ceiling fan. My throat's a little dry.
It wasn't the drink. It was the way you dropped the thing back on the desk.
Okay, women, we all know this sound.
Okay, we can hear it. Now, gentle on the desk.
We all know the sound of a Stanley Cup, okay? Like
Opposite of gentle.
You can't take a sip from your Stanley Cup without shaking it up, shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. You gotta shake it up. Like, you have to shake it up a little bit, or the slurp is just not quite the right slurp. When you slurp it, you gotta shake it up, and you have to do an over-exaggerated put it down.
You do well, yeah. You don't have to.
But you do. It's just the girl thing. You have to do it.
You gotta shake it before you slurp it.
Yeah, sure.
That works for a few things.
Oh, that's fucking disgusting. Yeah, I don't. That sounds like two girls in a cup kind of situation going on
Oh,
right there.
wow. Did you go over the
That
top?
sounds absolutely disgusting. But no,
Wow.
there's a process to the whole Stanley Cup thing. You got to get your cup. You got to fill up with the precise amount of ice.
Is it really a Stanley? Is it the brand?
Yeah, but like mine isn't a real Stanley because I wasn't gonna pay $60 for a fucking cup. When my friend bought me this cup, which I got for free, and it does exactly what the Stanley Cup does.
Which is basically hold liquid and let you drink out of it.
And
That's
it
all that
keeps
any of these fucking things do.
yeah, it's just like the Yeti.
Well, a Yeti or a
Basically.
Yukon or whatever the
Yeah,
hell,
I
they'll do the
mean,
same
it
fucking
holds the
thing.
ice for a long time. It stays cool for a long time. It's a nice size. I think it's size appropriate for however, the doctor says you need to drink this much water a day. So, you can drink four of these, and that's going to be like an appropriate amount. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm sure my doctors want my sickly ass to drink like 15 of those a day, but it's not going to happen. And then when people take a slurp, which no one should be taking a little slurp out of my drinks anyway, the first response is like, ew, because I put two packages of the sugar-free mix in mine, not just one.
Two, which makes it taste disgustingly sweet.
Yeah, I can't do one pack.
Well, I
Like
can't
that.
do two.
Well, don't drink from my cup. You know what I mean? I have to do two. I hate the taste of water. Water's disgusting. Water is just cold spit to me. It just,
Wait, what'd you say about Starburst the other day?
oh yeah,
You gotta say that.
we were watching, we were in urgent care, as a matter of fact. And you're sitting there,
As we do.
as we do. That's Life with Keisha. And you're just kind of stuck there, and they only have a certain amount of channels, and you're going to see the same fucking commercials 10,000 times. And it was a Starburst commercial, and this guy's like, man, how do they make Starburst so juicy? And my response was, they don't. Your spit did all the work. All a Starburst does is flavor your spit. You produce the juiciness. Just
There's you can't squeeze
you
the
can't
Starburst
squeeze a
and get
Starburst
juice.
to get juice. No, that's your saliva doing that for you. It's basically a Stanley cup with a drink mix pack.
She literally reduced all candy into things that just make your spit taste good.
But here's the
That's
thing.
it. That's all it does.
But these commercials have us thinking that, yeah, oh wow, Starburst is such a juicy candy. No, it's not. It's fucking taffy, hard taffy. And you produce the spit. That's your juice, right? You've got juice in your mouth all day long. You just need a little flavoring to it. And James was like, oh my God.
It's brilliant.
That's so true. I'm so sick of the commercials talking about the juicy candy. The only juicy candy was that candy from when we were kids, and it was kind of like it was the consistency of probably a Starburst.
Yeah.
And then it had that little clear part right in the middle, and then when you bit into it a little bit, yeah.
Well, they still have like gushers today.
Yeah, it was like a
stuff,
gusher.
Yeah, something is juicy if it has juice
Right.
in it.
Starburst does not have juice
It's a
in
solid
it.
thing.
No, Skittles doesn't have it.
No, they're not juicy.
None of the Now and Laters don't have that. Jolly Ranchers are not juicy. No, look, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You know what I mean? Like, I think Starburst should start cutting us a check because we produce the juiciness for their fucking candy. All right. If you are a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, you know what time it is. It is time for the gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
Now, this is some black folk shit right here. But you know what? No, it's not. This is someone who wants to live a rich lifestyle, but doesn't want to do any of the work to maintain that rich lifestyle, okay? So I'm talking about Blac Chyna, who is going through a big custody war with her first baby daddy, Tyga. Now, I'll bring this home to you a little bit. So Blac Chyna and the rapper Tyga had a baby, okay? They were in a long relationship. Then Tyga started dating Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian's sister, correct? Okay. So
Okay.
they were in a long relationship. And then Black China started dating Rob Kardashian, who's also a sibling of Kim Kardashian. And then they have a baby. You see how that kind of is fucked up
Yeah.
and kind of disgusting?
A lot of things going on.
It's a lot of spreading the juice, if you ask me.
A lot of flavored
A
spit.
lot of flavor right there. So Black China, as we all know, she is now sober. She has gotten rid of her fillers, out of her body. She got her, she's a doctor of, what do you call it when you're a doctor, like preaching and shit like that? What kind of
call
school
that
is that?
fake doctor.
Yeah, but she does have a certificate. What kind of school was it? It's like she could be
fake one.
a reverend if she wanted to. What do you
like a seminary school or a
something
theology
like
school
that?
or
Yes,
a-
yes,
a
yes. She
fake school.
call it what you
diploma.
want. Her official title now is Dr. Angela Jackson.
Oh my God.
Okay, so she's done with all the nasty stuff. She's done with the slut walk. She's done with being a stripper. She's done with drugs, alcohol, all of that good stuff. Unfortunately, when you stop doing those kind of things, you get broke.
Oh, she just learned about supply and demand.
Yeah, she did. When you stop doing that kind of shit, you get a little broke. So right now she's broke.
No one wants to hear her talk about anything ever.
No, I mean, she did the television interviews round, and I mean, but you can only go so many rounds with that and get paid,
Right.
because you're telling the same story over and over and over again. Like, the story's been told. Now what you gonna do? You've got nothing.
What you done lately?
What? Okay, so she's in a big custody war with. She wants to be in one with Rob Kardashian, but she knows she fucking can't afford that at all. But apparently she can't afford to be in this custody war with Tyga either. I think their son's name is King, all right? So she's taking Tyga back because she wants custody of their son. Of course she wants child support.
Oh yeah.
And all these other things. Now she is saying that she's so broke, she's having to sell off, her clothes, her purses. She's got like an online store where she's selling all this stuff. And she also is selling like to friends and things like that. But she's like, look, eventually I'm going to run out of
Stuff.
these things to sell. So she can't afford to pay her legal fees. So she has the audacity to request that Tyga pay all of her legal fees for this child custody war that they're in the middle of.
What?
Yeah. Now, here's what she's in a child custody battle, right? Guess how often she sees this kid.
Oh, I'm gonna guess less than once every 3 months.
She sees this kid for 24 hours a week.
1 day a week.
That's not even the fucking standard.
No.
Child support where you get your kid on Wednesday evenings, take them to Chuck E. Cheese, do one round of homework, and drop
that's
them
not the
back off at home.
That's not the standard for a woman, period. Like usually
That's a
woman has
traditional
it.
man. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't have custody of either one of her kids. Both the kids live with their dads. And at one point she was actually on there saying, I don't get any child support. And that's when the baby daddies united, and they were both like, so I have my kid Sunday through Saturday, where you come pick them up on Saturday. I pay for this, I pay for that. I pay $100,000 in just school tuition a year, and you think I should be cutting you a check?
Because she's not supporting those kids
At all. No. I mean, she'd do better if she said, I think you owe me a check for fucking you. You know what I mean?
Like the actual whore that she is.
Yeah. Or I think
Sorry.
you should pay me to leave you the fuck alone. You
That
know
would
what I
be it.
mean?
Yeah, there you go.
She can't even say, I'll pay you to get out of the kids' lives, because she's not in there enough to say even fucking say that. And I'm just like, what in your head makes you think that this is okay? And like the guy's gonna be like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna pay you for
Let
this.
me pay you to fight me.
Yeah.
I mean, you can petition for legal fees at the end of the
Well,
case.
she's petitioning for it while it's ongoing.
Like right now, I need somebody to cut this check.
No
right
one
now.
has even won the case. And she's saying, I want for you to pay the legal fees for all of this. I can't afford to do it. Well, bitch, that probably means that you need to go find an attorney to work pro bono or you need to drop the case.
Exactly.
I mean, personally, I think it's pretty good. You only got to see your kid for 24 hours a week. I think you got it pretty good right now, Black China.
I think it's great for the kid. They only have to see Black China once a week. That's great for a kid.
I mean, you know how much of a, I mean, you kind of have
Less
to
is better.
suck as a parent, especially as a mom, you know, but then again, she is going up against the Kardashians, which she's tried to sue all of them. Like, that's not going to work.
You can't just fuck up, and then expect everything to go your way when you think you've got your shit together.
Yeah, I mean,
no one owes you that.
No, I mean, I would tell her to write a book, but I don't think the bitch could fucking read or write.
Oh, she can hire somebody to do it.
Yeah, but who wants
they
to
couldn't
read?
pay her.
But, right? And then who really wants to read a book about Black China?
Nobody. Well, I take that back. There's probably some fucking people who would want to read that book because there are people who watched her show, because there are people who would pay attention to her, because there's people who are talking about her on their podcast right now.
I mean, so some celebrities, whenever they put out, like, okay, Britney Spears is getting ready to release her autobiography. Like, we've watched Britney grow up, but we also know that there's been so many pockets of drama that we don't know all the details about, and we know there's some deep-rooted secrets in that, because how do you go from, oh, baby, baby, to you're twirling around in another home fucking Instagram post with knives, and people have to go do a welfare check on you? This happened last week.
I think it's a great point. Like
we
you said,
want to read the autobiography of Britney Spears.
Right.
Black China, I think Black China, between
know
her
everything.
and her mom, Tokyo Tony, I think we know everything that there is to know.
What's the thing? We know everything about the drama and the crazy shit that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't done enough good stuff to make us want to know, well, how'd you turn it around? What are the great things you've done since then? They haven't. All they have is the shit that we know everything about.
And then you're talentless.
Yeah, you have no
You fucked up
skill.
your talent by being, you used to be, start a stripper school.
Your talent is having a vagina.
Yeah, your
That's your
talent is sucking and fucking.
That's it.
And dicking down rich guys and getting pregnant for them and having their babies.
Yeah.
That's
you are a
what you
professional.
do.
Yeah, your skill is breeding.
Yeah, do that again.
Like a cow.
Yeah,
Like a prize
basically.
heifer.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess good luck to her. I think that's just quite bold.
I mean, good luck. It's fun to watch
Yeah.
and make fun of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pay to watch it. I mean, I'll watch it on the TikTok in reels and shit like that, but I'm not going to pay to fucking watch it.
I watch it in real and meme form.
And yeah, I mean, I think that's basically what all of us are doing at this point. I really feel as though she thought that if she does what a lot of celebrities try to do. Like, for example, Robert Downey Jr. He was one of my favorite crackheads. Destroyed his life, and then came back with the fucking boom, got sober, and just blew up. Because you know why? He has talent to fall back on.
Yeah.
No, she's got fucking butt enhancers to fall back on, and that's it. And I think she had those taken out as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the same as with Mama June. They fuck
they've
up
got
so much.
nothing to fall back
nothing. They have no marketable anything. So when they fuck up so bad for so long, and all of a sudden they get their shit together for 10 minutes, they think everyone owes them the back pay on all the fuck ups that they had. Well, I'm good now. Isn't everything okay now? Isn't everything forgiven? Aren't I fucking retributed for all the shit I did before because I'm nice today?
on. No, because I still have a memory.
Yeah, because everyone remembers what the fuck you did.
Yeah, and if you don't remember it, there's like 7 seasons of it on WeTV that you can just go back and watch. So anyway, well, I will say this is, kind of sad that there's been like a surge of celebrity divorces here lately.
There has been.
I mean, you've got Britney Spears, Jeezy and Jeannie Mai,
Who's Jeezy?
a rapper and producer.
Ah, okay.
Um,
What works would I know him from?
You would know them from none because you're
Not at
Cracker
all.
Jack white. So you would know them from absolutely nothing. You've got Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, which that's a funny story because now, this is pretty bad when you're divorcing your wife and she links up with your exes. Like she and Taylor Swift. I mean, I think
Oh, yeah.
she's like staying in one of Taylor Swift's New York apartments right now while they're trying to, because she's stuck here with the girls because Joe Jonas won't let her leave the country with their daughters.
Right.
So she's kind of stuck in New York. They've been going out to dinners, football games.
Wasn't it Taylor Swift and like one other girl? Was it one other girl she was kind of hanging out with?
I think the last that I saw, they were at a football game. It was her, Sophie Turner, Blake Lively, but
Yeah, but it was.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. You've got, Joshua Jackson, he played Percy on Dawson's Creek, and his black wife, who've only been married for like 3 years,
Oh,
and they're getting a divorce. I'm like, you've only been, unless there's been like some physical violence. I mean, even a little bit of physical violence is okay within the first 3 years. I mean, you got to kind of test the person out.
it seems to be okay in the first 10 years for us.
Okay, we're not talking about it.
Okay, sorry.
I think 3 years is just a short period of time. You really don't even know a person that well.
It's still a break-in period, I think.
I think and then you put a kid in the middle of it. Like, I just think you're kind of just giving up really quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we just have fucking thicker skin than everybody else.
Maybe so.
You've got Hugh Jackman and his old ass wife who are getting a
Oh.
divorce. And good for you. I think there's a lot of pressure in using this woman as being your beard
Yeah,
for
for
all
so-
these
yeah.
years.
I'm ready for him to come out.
And you're having to split the time between her and those adoptive kids and your gay lover.
Come on, Hugh.
Hugh, it's okay now.
We love you.
You
We don't care if
never
you're gay.
have to be in another Marvel comic series or movie again trying to prove your masculinity. When we know you're gay, you
you're
like
an
show
actor.
tunes.
You're an actor.
Go.
Come on.
Go. Come on.
Come on. We got Deadpool 3 coming up. Come on. You've won Tony Awards. You've been in Les Miserables. You've sang in Oklahoma. Come on, man.
I'm just waiting for TMZ to release a photo of him walking on the beach with his gay lover with a gay pride t-shirt on.
How good looking do you think Hugh Jackman's lover
Beautiful.
is? Beautiful.
More beautiful
man.
than the old woman that he married. I mean, there was a huge age gap between those two, with him being the younger of the two.
And I'm not saying that, love doesn't, that sometimes love is blind, but that seemed to be
It wasn't
too
blind because you could see her wrinkles and shit like that. I mean, she wasn't even the type that like was getting a lot of Botox or plastic surgery or anything. She was like, I'm old. This is what you're going to get. This is what he married. I'm married to Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. And we're not saying Hugh Jackman is gay,
No,
allegedly.
no.
But we
wouldn't be
think
surprised.
he's gay.
I mean, we wouldn't be
I totally
surprised,
think he's gay.
I mean, now, Black China, that's a story for you right there. Hugh Jackman coming out, he could come out as gay. Now, I mean, that is someone who's got layers and layers and layers.
I would love to hear that. I mean, I would love a tell-all, like an autobiography, not a National Enquirer thing.
Right.
But I'd love to him to tell that story because I fucking love Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I think there's a 2020 interview in there.
I think so.
I didn't even know 2020 was still on until literally last week. I think it was the actress Kerry Washington, did an interview on 2020, and
She
she's like,
did.
she's writing a book and she was talking about it, and I saw it on Instagram. I literally wrote, I had no idea 2020 was still on. I thought it died when Barbara Walters died. I thought it was what channel does it come on?
I don't know.
What day of the week does it come on?
It's not Channel 20. I know that.
It used to be Channel 13, on Friday nights at 9:00.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who did she interview with? Was it with?
I don't fucking know who
never
I
mind.
don't know who the journalists are on that. I didn't know the show was still on.
You just knew Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was still on television. I have lots of. I'm almost a little bit fascinated that it's still on. Okay. And then, this is a good one. This one happened this week. They released the Real Housewives of Potomac trailer, which looks pretty gosh darn good.
Ooh.
And then 2 days later, Mia from Potomac announced that she and her husband, Gordan, are separated. They're getting a divorce. I wasn't that surprised to hear that news personally, because we saw them go through some brokenness last season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't think Mia does broke. Plus, the man is like 67. I think he's 70.
How old is Mia?
Mia,
She 40s, I guess, or
if she's even 40, she might be 40.
wow.
Okay. And I mean, she did it all the right way. She was a stripper. She got with him, hurry up and had babies and things like that. She set herself up well, but he fucked up by going broke. Why do you want to sit on old dick that's not rich?
Why do you want to sit on
Old dick, if it's not rich, that's just stupid.
If you're not old.
If you're
also.
not old, yeah. Like that, who wants to see old? I don't even know how old balls look, but I know how balls look, and I don't think they look better with age.
They don't improve with time.
That's just what I'm thinking.
All they do is hang lower.
Yeah, and you got to have a nice cash flow or a good 401k for me to stick around to see your old balls. Just because I think
does that count for me? Me too?
I was looking at you when I said it, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were looking dead at me.
Yeah, and I just think I think for some odd reason that a black man's old balls look worse than a white man's old ball.
Well, they get that white pubes.
Well, the white pubes, and in my head, it's gonna get like black people sometimes get darker with age, so I'm gonna assume like balls are kind of dry. They got a little bit of dryness
And they're
to them.
usually lighter colored than the rest of you.
Well, I'm thinking that they get darker with age.
Maybe.
Yeah, and G is already real dark, so I'm like, ooh, God. Fucking two old prunes just hanging there with gray hairs coming out of it. Just
The only good thing is, at least with black, I don't think black dudes get liver spots, or at least ones you can see. Because white dudes,
on their ball sack?
you could get a liver spot anywhere, or you can get like spots and discolorations anywhere.
The day you start getting liver spots on your balls is the day that we're going to live in separate rooms.
We're gonna have a real conversation.
We're going to have a conversation like, we can stay married, but we good otherwise. Like, because can you get that like lasered off? Yeah, balls are not cute things to begin with.
No, they're not.
And then you start talking about liver spots.
Anything that makes a ball look worse is just double bad.
Yeah, and as soon as we're done recording, I'm going to go straight to the Google and Google up liver spots on balls, because I need to know what I'm going to have to deal with.
Well, I may not get liver spots. Not everybody gets them.
You are like the epitome of like all whiteness to me. So I think like all the things that happen to white people are going to happen to you. Like you've already got a little bit of that balding going on up here. And I think you're going to be the one, if anyone is going to get liver spots on their balls, it's going to be you. Let me see that picture of liver.
Don't look up liver
let me
spots
see
on balls.
Oh my God. That looks like melanoma.
It does.
Oh, yeah, guys, do yourselves a favor. Don't Google it. We Googled it, and I'm horrified enough for all of us. There's no need to just wait till it happens. Wait. Look like fucking raisins on his balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Oh, God, moving right along. I don't know even how we got on that subject, but we need to exit left right now. All right, so Kim Zolciak Biermann just is staying in the news, which I think she loves that anyway. Do you know that bitch makes $5,000 a month just from clickbait?
Is that what she says? Or what someone else says?
It's actually in the court paperwork. That's
Okay.
how much she pulls in. It's $5,000 a month off clickbait. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm in the wrong profession. I need to get on that gravy train right there. Can you imagine? All you're doing is going to your Instagram stories. Someone's already done all the writing. All you have to do is say, click here.
Ugh.
And she's making $5,000 a month.
Ugh.
Too bad it's not enough to keep her in her house, though. So, Kroy, for the second time, as we've continuously talked about, has filed for divorce from Kim. But now she has recently, as of, I want to say last week, petitioned the courts to dismiss the divorce because she says they're still having sex.
What
Kim,
does that matter?
Kim, that just means you're a dumb whore. Now, like, if someone wants to divorce me, you think I'm going to be fucking them? No, it's going to be like, fuck you. And she's living in the basement of their house.
This is basically barbarian.
I'm like, okay, so Kroy's broke.
Yep.
He's divorcing me. He wants to take away my kids. He's making me live in the basement of our home. What I look like fucking him?
Well, she may think, well, maybe this is my one thing I bring to the table.
He's already had it.
Yeah.
You've pushed out
times.
4 of his kids. Like, he's been there, done that. I doubt you have new tricks. I mean, you get to a point in your sex life, you've done all the tricks of the trade. You know what I mean? There's no other different ways to suck a dick. Okay, you suck the dick upside down underwater. That's the creme de la creme. You cannot do anything else, Kim. I mean, what? No. That's desperation at that point. That is basically saying, I'm hormonal, I'm about to start my period, I'm ovulating, I'm very horny, let's just fuck. Yeah. That isn't, and Kroy basically said, bitch, I don't care how much sex we have, I still don't want to be married to you.
Yeah. There's tons of baby mamas out there that are still fucking that ain't with their baby daddy.
It better not be your baby mama.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, okay. Just,
No.
Okay. All right. Just so we're quite clear here. Because she did just have a baby. Actually, I need to see a picture of that baby. See if it looks anything like
shit, I'm telling you.
Well, I need to see like what that baby looks like, since you were very quick to say there's a lot of baby mamas still fucking baby daddies.
I was thinking of other cases that we may know about.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm just thinking out loud.
So he's still going through with the divorce. Okay. So as a matter of fact, their house is going into foreclosure again in November. Like, November seems to be their month for foreclosure, because I'm thinking it was last November that it went into foreclosure as well. But now the courts have stopped. Let me back. So they had a hearing, right?
Right.
And it was all about, the divorce petition and selling the house, where Kroy's basically begging, the judge to let him sell the house. Kim didn't even show up to court.
Ugh.
Like, how pretentious is that?
Did
I use that word correctly?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it correctly?
I think you did good.
All right now. Okay. So she didn't even show up to court. And the judge, it was a black Atlanta judge, was fucking pissed off.
I bet.
She was. So basically
and it was a
woman.
Oh.
She was pissed. Yeah, and her hair was kind of like how Candace Owens wears her hair a little bit. But but it was a little bit better than Candace's, okay? Like, hers was, I do get my hair done regularly by a black beautician. It just went this week. Whereas Candace Owens looks like she goes to a white blow dry bar to get her hair done. There's a difference. Judge, I'm just saying, it wasn't your week at the beauty shop. I can tell you get it done right. So Kroy has officially put the house up for sale.
Okay.
So you can actually go on Zillow right now and see their house, the address, everything. So it is on sale for $3.2 million. So I think the house originally was like, when they built it, it was probably worth 1.4, but they did a lot of add-ons and things like that. Okay. It's 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and it's right at about 10,000 square feet.
That's it.
That's it.
Man.
You said that's it, like we live in a fucking mansion.
No, our house is 3,500 square foot.
Yeah.
That's a tiny bit over twice as big. A tiny bit.
Well, but it has a lot of shit in there that we don't quite have.
Oh, and they live in Atlanta, right?
It's a pretty ritzy part of Atlanta as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's funny is that Kroy just updated the photos on Zillow, and if you watch these, you cannot convince me these are updated photos of their home. I think these were from the Don't Be Tardy episodes of the house.
They're all set pieces.
No, I think it's all their stuff. I just think a lot of their shit has been not clean because they can't afford housekeeping anymore.
Or has been
I think
sold.
stuff has been sold. These are not current photos of the house, but do what you got to do, because that's what I would do. Is I would do the same thing if I were Kroy. I think it's probably pieces stains on some of the furniture. Dog hair has been collected. I don't think the baseboards have been cleaned.
Doesn't look like you've had 18 kids running around there.
Nothing like that. It doesn't look like the police has been called out to the house 15 times. I bet you there's a couple of wigs on the ceiling fans and shit like that. You know,
Still up there just spinning around.
just spinning around because Kroy got pissed off and threw your wig up there. These are not current photos of the house. Okay, which I guess you don't have to put current photos of the house.
No, you don't have to.
You don't have to. You're trying to sell the house, so.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on a fucking wig on a fan just spinning around lonely in the air.
Yeah, you imagine you are a man, right? And you know that your wife loves her wigs more than she loves you and your children. You get pissed off at her because she's called the cops on you and told the police officers that you need to get a job. You haven't had one in 7 years. I know I'm throwing her fucking wigs up there. I'm going to piss on those motherfuckers, throw them on a ceiling fan and turn the ceiling fan on high every time she walks in the room, okay? If Kroy didn't do that, then he's dumb, all right? So Kroy, we just got like recent photos of Kroy, and Kroy looks like a completely different person.
How so?
Kroy has dark hair. He's got a full beard now that's dark. And I just posted a picture. I'm like, so what the fuck color hair is Kroy's natural hair color? Because we saw him and
he's a ginger. Pretty
he's
much.
kind of like that blonde ginger, but
Yeah.
I mean, as their marriage went on, she really wanted them to be like Ken and Barbie. So you could tell where she was making him get his hair constantly lightened.
Ugh.
It almost, at one point, it looked like he had like a little bit of fillers in his butt cheeks. It did. She wanted them to be Ken and Barbie. Yeah, he looks good though. He looks.
I mean, he's a handsome guy anyway.
If I had to do a comparison, he is Cole Hauser before and after Yellowstone.
Okay.
He's Cole Hauser Yellowstone.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so this is his Yellowstone year.
These are his Yellowstone
Where he's-
years. It's
okay.
dark. He's got a full beard.
Which is the best version of Cole Hauser?
Kroy looks good. He looks like he's healthy. He's put on some weight because he had got like really, really thin. Like you could tell that whatever procedure Kim got, she made sure he got a procedure too. But I mean, he looks good. He's taking the kids to church. He's, cooking. This is how fucking dumb this bitch is, right? So if Kroy doesn't post very, very often, but he'll post sometimes of like a meal that he's prepared for the kids. So for her to try to compete with him, she'll post a meal she made for the kids, and it's like a Marie Callender a chicken pot pie. Now wait a minute, I love a Marie Callender chicken pot pie, but I'm not gonna put it on the gram as a home cooked meal either. Okay, that's something I do in secret in my bed. I eat it and I'm watching reality TV. Okay, that is not like a full. Yes, I know it has chicken. It's got cream of chicken. It got celery. It got carrots. It got a little bit of potato. That is not making a full course meal.
No, a home cooked meal doesn't mean just because you heat it up in your home microwave.
Yeah.
It's a home cooked meal.
She doesn't know how to cook. I mean, she's even had like dino nuggets on there. Like, she's like, prepared a meal for the kids, or it's Chick-fil-A. Yeah. I'm like, he literally just posted pork tenderloin with a cherry glazed sauce, garlic roasted mashed potatoes.
Ooh, I want to go to Kroy's house.
Asparagus. Yeah. And you
They're in the
put
same
dino
house.
nuggets. They're in the same fucking house, but they live completely separate lives. Like,
That's the greatest thing.
yeah, and the kids were like, oh, okay, it's Mom's Day. We're having Chick-fil-A again. Like,
I have a Chick-fil-A and circus peanuts.
yeah. And then she has the, I mean, okay, that's cool if you do that because, I mean, like here in our house, every Thursday night is pizza. Like, it's like, fuck you. I have managed to cook for you motherfuckers. Sunday through Wednesday, you're on your fucking own. Thursday and Friday. We get it. But no, this is just how, this bitch doesn't know how to cook. Okay, like when we watched episodes of Don't Be Tardy and she was burning up the chicken nuggets in the stove, that wasn't for television.
Well, she always had that big chef lady cooking everything. Like she always
ain't
had a
had
chef.
her since she's been broke and can't pay her.
Nope.
No. Okay, so when we get back from this break, we're going to talk about our other favorite Kim Kardashian.
The Libra Lounge with Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha.
Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I want to remind you guys to make sure you subscribe to our podcast. You can catch it anywhere you hear podcasts, such as iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play,
Spotify,
iHeartRadio. And if you enjoy our show, make sure you share the show with a friend and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Remember what your mom used to tell you: if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
or come sit next to me.
Yeah, and also make sure you check me out every Monday on Pink Shade Podcast, or as we are breaking down Love During Lockup. I mean, actually, if you like my voice a lot, you probably will hear it more often on Pink Shade than actually on my real show.
Pink Shade is at least consistent.
It's consistent. It is every Monday. Like, here's the thing about me. I will let myself down before I will let someone else down.
True.
Yeah, it's very, very true. It is like, I don't know if that's a good trait or a bad trait, but it is one of my hardcore traits. Like, I will do something for someone else before I will do it for myself 10 times over.
Yeah, I can back that up.
Yes, it is true. Okay, so Kimberly Noel Kardashian.
Junior.
Yeah, she is now on American Horror Stories. So, you know, American Horror Stories is one of my favorite television shows. Okay, now I'm not gonna sit here and say that every season is fantastic, because there's a few seasons here and there I'm like, what the fuck was Ryan Murphy on when he created this season? And I just won't watch it. But then there's some other seasons that are just phenomenal. Like last season, they each have a title. I can't remember what it was last season.
NYC.
Yes, it was NYC, because it was what?
Great. I mean,
it was excellent. Awesome. It was about the beginning of the AIDS epidemic and death chasing all the people who had, contracted AIDS. It was phenomenal. My favorite season of all time I think it's Coven, because I'm obsessed with witches and things like that. But the very first season was phenomenal as well.
Mine's Freak Show. That's my favorite, hands down.
Freak Show was very, very good.
Love Freak Show.
I'll say this. All of the ones that had Jessica Lange in them are pretty much perfection, okay? Yeah. But I got to give it up to my girl, Sarah Paulson. That bitch can act, and can't nobody scream cry like Sarah can scream cry. I mean, that bitch just make you this. She makes you stop and jiggle a little bit, because it's just you feel all of her emotions. I mean, she can scream cry like no other. I don't know.
She's the new Sally Field, for sure.
I think she surpassed Sally.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, Sally Field was good at that.
Well, Sarah is a lesbian. So I think, because she,
the fuck?
I don't know, she got that lesbian on her tongue, because that bitch can scream cry like no other, and she can drop a tear without a blink. Okay, so yeah, she's been dating, what is that actress's name? Holland. I can't remember her last name. She's a very, very good actress, but she's like 85 years old. But they've been dating for a very, very, very long time. Anyway, hey to all my lesbians. I love you guys, but I'm also afraid of vaginas. I think they're ugly. So, yeah. So, Kim Kardashian is now on this season. Which, shit, I can't even remember what the name of this season is.
This one's not Delicate.
No, that's it.
Oh, it's Delicate?
How the fuck did you know that?
Because it had 150 fucking trailers on.
Okay.
That's all you could see leading up to it.
All right. You did good. That's exactly what it's called. So, a lot of us fans of the show had some feelings about, like, why the fuck is Kim Kardashian on here? Like, I think she gave us all her Oscar-worthy performance with Ray J. Okay? She cannot top that at all. I'm just like, why is she... Like, Kim Kardashian is already a thing, but I get sick of people trying to make her a thing. Does that make sense to you?
It does. I mean, she's not an actress, but she just is a name. She's a brand.
Yeah, and
a
I'm
thing.
like, I had feelings about her being on this show, and mostly because there is stellar acting from great actors on this show. Okay, I think that's what kind of bothered me the most. It's like, so now you're going to throw Kim Kardashian in there?
It's kind of that spectacle kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
So, okay, for example, her opening line, which I can fucking hear her publicist right now saying, Kim. Oh my God, Kim. Wait till you read this script. You're not going to believe it. You're not. Guess what your opening line is going to be, Kim. Kim, come here. Kim. No, you got to read it at the same time.
You'd make a great publicist, by the way.
I'm going to read it. Right? No. Come here. Look, here's the script. Here's your opening line, Kim. Let's read it together. In the award. Like, this is it, Kim. Kim. Call Chris. Chris, come read it with us, too. I can just see it happening. Okay?
What was the line?
Lick my clit. It was like, lick my clit or get off my clit. That was her opening line. That was her first line of the show.
Wow.
And I was like, here we fucking go. You are making a spectacle of my fucking show right now. So Kim's not horrible, but Kim is playing Kim. Okay, she's playing Kim. You can tell she did not use the makeup artist for the show. She goes, guys,
of course she brought her in.
I brought my own team. Like, don't even worry about it, guys. I got it. Like, I've got my own people. Come on, come. Yeah, she used her own people. She's doing her same hair extensions. She's doing her same hairstyles. She's playing Kim. I mean, I don't know. We're only, 2-3 episodes in, and I just feel like this role could have gone to some up-and-coming actress who's passionate about her trade, has studied her trade, and deserves a role like this more than Kim Kardashian.
I mean, what does Kim Kardashian bring to the role?
Well, to me, I'm more upset with Ryan Murphy for doing this because they're totally using one another, okay? We've got a brand new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which is parallel with the new season of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
So they're basically pumping each other up. You see an advertisement for Kim's show, then there's an advertisement for their show. While that show is on, there's an advertisement for Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so so far the show, it's running a little bit slow. Emma Roberts is starring in it. I fucking hate her character because she plays this character so well.
Oh,
so
yeah,
for me to hate the character, I'm like, okay, she's doing something. Like, the character's really fucking weird. She's an actress, and Kim is playing her publicist. Yep. Okay, so good job to Emma Roberts because I was like, oh my God, this girl gets on my nerves so fucking bad. But I think that's the point of the story. Now, Ryan Murphy has like a fascination with pregnancies and fetuses because almost with every show, there's something about fetuses or pregnancies. I don't know. Do you think it's because he's a gay man, he can't get pregnant, and maybe that's one of the things that he always wanted to do is get pregnant?
I don't know. It could be just because like babies and fetuses and all that give you more of a guttural reaction in the context of horror and danger.
Maybe.
You know, I mean, like you don't want to see a baby get hurt in a horror show. Like maybe that's just kind of has emotional weight.
I don't know. Do you think we could get Ryan Murphy on the show? Because I have a couple of questions to ask him.
I've reached out a couple times.
We're still down there at that level, huh?
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't not watch the show because Kim is on it, but don't expect something great. So, if you have watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you've seen Kim's acting, and it's the same. This time she's actually having to fucking read lines. And I remember them. I'll say that. Which, there's a lot of drama with, this upcoming season with Keeping Up with the Kardashians because Kim and her sister Kourtney seem to really fucking hate each other with Kourtney really hating Kim. So now it's like this battle of whose side are you on, Kim or Kourtney's? Then there's this whole big thing about there's a Not for Kourtney group chat that Kim has with the other sisters, and she claimed that some of Kourtney's friends were on it, but no, then Kourtney's friends like blasted Kim. It's like, we're not even a part of that. So everyone's kind of like hating. They're trying to decide who they hate. Is it Kim or is
Can
it
it be
Courtney?
both? I hate them all.
A lot of people are feeling sorry for Courtney because they're like, oh, now that she's married, she's having a baby, Kim's so jealous of her, and now they're all being mean. But if you used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians way back when, Courtney used to be a total fucking bitch to Kim. She made fun of everything Kim did. She had the other girls making fun of Kim. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that her baby shower was really fucking stupid. And I'm talking about Courtney's. Okay. Now, the theme was cute. It was Disneyland because she does like everything Disney. But I'm like, we've seen you on your trips to Disney. Bitch, did you have fun? Because you didn't smile. I'm like, how do you go to the happiest place on earth and you still look emo? Like, what is it? So they had this big party, which Chris and the other sisters were the ones who put on the baby shower. It had the, Mickey Mouse, kind of a little bit, there was some classic Disneyland stuff in there with some newer stuff. But this is why it's so fucking stupid to me. So, bitch, you knew what the theme of your baby shower was. You're supposed to dress accordingly, correct?
You should.
Like, look, if you're having a ballerina themed baby shower, I'm thinking you're going to come dressed in something pink,
Yep.
right?
Maybe some tulle.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're having a Toy Story baby shower, you're probably going to say, hey, guys, let's all get Toy Story t-shirts made and wear that. Or you go dress up as a character or something like that. She had a Disneyland themed baby shower, and she came with a snake print dress on with Mickey Mouse ears on her head.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been snakes in Disney movies, but I don't think
It wasn't even the right color.
No, okay.
Yeah. There's no saving her from this.
I wouldn't try to.
No, it was just like, huh. So some people think they figured out what the baby's name is going to be because apparently there was some kind of tree or maybe some kind of wall that had like notes written out for the baby.
Is its name Receipt?
No, it's not a receipt. But somewhere it said on there, Rocky. So like the baby's name may be Rocky,
okay.
Which if you think it's Courtney and Travis, Rockstar, Rocky for the baby, right? So I was on Instagram and they were talking about this. So everywhere they have Baby Barker written, okay? Yeah. Baby Barker, which, yeah, that's great. Baby Barker.
Yeah.
Okay. So this stupid bitch on Instagram, she leaves a comment. She goes, oh, wow, Barker's such a cute name. No, dumb bitch, that's the baby's last name. And fucking Instagram tore her ass
Oh, you
up.
know it instantly.
And I sat there and I read all 753 comments based off of what, no, Barker's really cool.
But you know what? It actually is a good name.
But the baby's name is not Barker.
No, I know it is any other last name.
Oh my
Barker's
God.
not a bad name.
I cackled. I just started a little bit laughing at this poor lady because what she said was very stupid, but it was more funny because I knew the girl Instagram about to come for your ass. Quick. You better go fucking take a Xanax and schedule a therapy appointment.
You're gonna need self-care
because you're gonna need this big time. Okay. All right, so, I'm going to finish the show with something that's kind of...
I just realized on the prep sheet, you wrote Baby Barker. I just see the Baby Barker's baby shower.
Yeah, poor girl, poor girl. So this last story is about the upcoming season of Real Housewives of New Jersey. So they're currently filming, and 2 of the cast members got into a physical altercation while filming. Yeah. So Jennifer Aiden, who I fucking hate, I don't want anything bad to happen to her, but I don't not want that to happen.
I don't want anything bad to happen.
No, I'm not going to wish it upon, but if it did, I'm surely going to laugh. And such is the case right here. So she and one of the newer cast members, which Danielle premiered last year, got Jennifer. And if you watch the show, you know Jennifer is always running off at the mouth, always talking, yapping, bumping her gums, or as Jocelyn Hernandez would say, bumping her. What does she say? Bumping her dick suckers is what she does.
Flapping her dick suckers.
Flapping her dick suckers, right? And she said the wrong thing, and fucking Danielle went upside that head, apparently with a wine glass.
Ooh.
And Jennifer was bleeding from the head.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Weapons.
so
Now, this is not Danielle Staub.
no,
Right?
no, I can't
Different
remember
Danielle.
the new Danielle's
Okay.
last name
New
for the world of me. It's like Cabrelli or something ultra Italian.
Some that ends in a vowel.
Yeah. So production stops filming.
What?
They pause it.
Ah.
I'm like, do you motherfuckers not realize this is what we live to see? Like, why would you pause? This is going to make your ratings go up sky high. We want to see this. We want to see the fallout of this. We want to see the hospital bill. We want to see if there's a police report that goes along with this.
I have a thought. You tell me what you think.
Okay.
Do you think that they have fights?
Mm-hmm.
They know they're going to have fights, and there's a certain amount of flexibility they have in having a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But something like that, maybe that was totally unscripted, unknown. The
No,
fact
I
that she
think it
threw
was
a weapon in
unscripted.
there. No, I'm saying, but no, I think some of the fights are expected.
I don't think this. I think this was a real fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You think this was like a real enough with weapons and glass and cutting to be like, oh fuck, we can't film a crime.
Yeah. Well, we want to see the crime.
No, but what I'm saying is, think about all these other reality shows that you watch. How many fights happen, and then how many people actually get arrested and charged and fined for the fights that they have?
So I don't know if you've forgotten that I watch Jocelyn's Cabaret and Baddies, where there's like
Which is-
3 fights per episode that is completely filmed and no one files charges.
Exactly. That's my point. Like maybe production realizes that, and it's ready to film it because there's going to be no real outcome. But this one maybe was like real, and real shit happened. Cops were called. Who knows? Maybe it's real.
I just know I wanted to set that would bring the show back to life for me, because last season was a fucking flop. Like, this has got me back excited again. So production is now back filming, but they cannot be filmed together.
Well, there you go. That tells you right there that shit is fucking real. Because those other fucking shows, they'll have a fight, knockdown, drag down fight, and next episode we need to get together and talk this out.
Yeah, so on some of the other shows, like my Zeus shows, I think there is written in their contract
Probably.
that, if you are saying that it is okay to fight it is okay for you know that this is what the show is about and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're giving up all liability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's case in point. So on Jocelyn's Cabaret, they have real fucking fights. I mean, they get bruises, wigs snatched off, and all that. No lawsuits. So a couple of months back, at one of Jocelyn Hernandez's shows, one of the girls from the previous season showed up, and there was a real fucking fight where Jocelyn was arrested. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And the girl filed charges on Jocelyn.
Well, that's real.
So that's how you know that during the season, it is in their contract that, look, you're agreeing to physical altercations, like, there is no lawsuit. You're signing on and agreeing that is okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're signing your rights and your liability. You're taking liability. You're signing away your rights for all that.
Basically.
Yeah.
And I prefer shows like that.
I know you do.
That's fucking entertainment to me. I mean, I want to see a wig get snatched off. I want to see someone snatch someone's wig off and then wear their wig. I think that's fucking. I pay Zeus $5.99 a month to see that kind of shit. I do. I want to see a girl get hit so hard that her fucking implant shifts a little bit to the left. I want to see that. I want to see where you're walking around with just one set of lashes on one eye because someone knocked you in the other eye. You have no fucking fake lashes left on it. I mean, that happened last week. I like that.
So you want to see that, but you don't want to be in a place where you might be part of it. Like you can go to a club in Houston and see that shit every fucking night.
The ghetto, the ghetto. No, I just want it on my television screen. No, I'm not about that life in real life. No, but I will pay to be entertained by that. So we want to thank you guys for tuning in to the show. Producer James, you want to say thanks?
Thanks again, everybody. Tell a friend, leave a review.
You actually did a pretty good job with producing today. I mean, there were some things that I forgot, and you had the answers.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you being a producer without just having the title, because you like titles.
I had a month to get ready.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.